Oh, it just wouldn't be summer without a festival, would it? You dress in ridiculous attire, cake yourself in glitter, and you do things that you would never normally do in any other environment. Case in point, this is me and my buddy Fernando, roly-polying across the grounds of the mighty Hoopla, dressed a little bit like Britney Spears' backup dancers. I would like to say this was a good few years ago in my youth, but no, this was only, 3 or 4 months ago, so yeah. Oh, there's nothing quite like a festival, is there? Hey up guys, so today's film up for discussion is the latest film from Iain Morris, the creator of the quintessential coming-of-age TV comedy series, The Inbetweeners, and it's called The Festival. Morris has always been adept at translating the rite of passage experiences to the screen, whether it's navigating the socially awkward years of high school, or the joys of driving your first shitty car, or the misadventures of a spiritual gap year, and now of course he's done a film about the inevitable experience of attending a music festival. Morris has once again teamed up with Joe Thomas, who played the lovelorn Simon in The Inbetweeners, and fans of the character of Simon will be glad to know that he's actually in this film, just going by the name Nick. He is the exact same character. Seriously. I'm not even joking guys, the differentiations between Joe Thomas's characters of Simon from The Inbetweeners, Kingsley from Fresh Meat, and Nick from The Festival are literally just their names. That's it. I could play you guys some audio of Joe Thomas saying the words brilliant, mental, and shut up, because he always says these three things in everything that he's in, and always with the same inflection. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to guess which film or TV series I'm referencing if I played you any of those words. And that's because Joe Thomas plays the same bumbling, likeable, frustrated and slightly posh chap in everything that he's in. Even his girlfriend at the start of this movie, Caitlin, is played by the same actress who played his girlfriend Tara in The Inbetweeners. Anyway, she decides to dump him on the day of their graduation from university, which causes him to have a breakdown in the middle of the graduation ceremony. So to take his mind off the breakup, his buddy Shane suggests they go to this big music festival where his favourite DJ Hammerhead is playing, hopefully to take his mind off things so he can start getting over her. But of course, this being a light-hearted comedy, things don't go as smoothly as you'd hope. And yeah, that's usually the way of festivals in general. They never go the way you plan. It might have made more sense if writers Keith Akushi and Joe Parham just asked Morris if they could have wrote the screenplay for this film as a spin-off of Simon from The Inbetweeners, rather than have Joe Thomas play what is essentially the exact same character as Simon, because it's a little distracting that we're watching a film that's not about Simon from The Inbetweeners. And also, if they market this film as a spin-off of Simon from The Inbetweeners, more people would probably want to go see it, because yeah, people love The Inbetweeners brand, and yeah, more people would be more interested to see it. Anyway, it's in the same tone as The Inbetweeners. It's got crude jokes about sex, drugs, vomit, jizz, and poop. There's daft characters and a lot of mishaps. And the soundtrack's made up of pop rock songs, which I immediately associate with The Inbetweeners. To this day, I still can't hear Kate Nash's Foundations or Creeping Up the Backstairs by the Fratellis and not think of The Inbetweeners, because yeah, I just associate those songs so specifically with The Inbetweeners show. And yeah, this film follows in the same melodic footsteps as The Inbetweeners when it comes to its choice of songs for its soundtrack. But personally, the over-reliance of this formula and having Joe Thomas play exactly the same character just feels a bit lazy. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was watching a watered-down dilution of The Inbetweeners. But the characters in this aren't as memorable and the jokes don't feel as fresh. I'm just gonna sum up, guys. The Festival is a mildly funny comedy, which for anyone who's ever been to a music festival will understand all the in-jokes that they're poking fun of here. Mud, drug-induced frivolity, making friends with strangers, the constant smell of shit, hooking up with strangers in the most random places. You know, typical stuff. The premise is fairly universal, but the narrative is quite flimsy because there isn't much semblance of one. It's more just a series of gross gags loosely stitched together. It might have made for a very entertaining episode of The Inbetweeners, but for a movie, the premise feels a bit stretched out. There isn't really much meat on the bone here. I did giggle a few times, but I never really bellowed with laughter. Right, let's ask those 3 questions. Would I watch this again? Nah, why would I when I can watch The Inbetweeners and actually laugh? Would I recommend it for you guys? Nah, for anyone that is a fan of The Inbetweeners, I think you're just going to be ultimately let down by it. So I'd say avoid this one. If you really want to watch it, maybe wait till it comes out on Netflix. And what score am I going to give it out of 10? Well, limp jokes, characters aren't as good, and Joe Thomas being Joe Thomas. I'm going to give The Festival a 4 out of 10. Right, there we go. That's the review done. Have you guys seen The Festival yet? What did you think of it? Be sure to let me know in the comment section below. And my question for you guys today is, has anyone actually seen Joe Thomas do a role that wasn't in any way like Simon from the Inbetweeners? If you have, let me know. I'm curious if there is one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you do like the content, be sure to click that subscribe button, okay? For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture. I'm Luke Iffield, and I'll see you next time.